Yo, Aira in West Covina, California. Matthew here with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and I'm going to show you how I cut clear lenses for your Ray-Ban 2132 color 622, which is the black rubber in the 55 eye size. So let's begin. Take your Ray-Ban packaging off of your Ray-Ban glasses. This is your Italian leather Ray-Ban case. Your frame. Your cleaning cloth and all that is on the inside, so I'm going to take it out of its original packaging. There is your Ray-Ban cleaning cloth and junk mail, because you just don't get enough of it in your mailbox now. So they figured out, hey, I'm going to put some in your eyeglass case. This is how Ray-Ban sends it to me. Hey, the G15 sticker is actually somewhat straight. Usually it's just all centered towards the nose. Usually it comes in crooked. But anyway, they put a plastic sleeve on there to protect it during shipping so the temples don't rub. And if they think it's a good idea to put one, well, guess what? I'm going to put a second one on the other side, so we will have twice the protection. So let me take all that off, move this to the side. I'm going to pop out your original heavy glass lenses, and the weight of your frame just divided by half now. But I'm going to put, can you see it? That's the Ray-Ban 2132 New Wayfarer, color 622 and size 55. Over here, made in Italy. So I'm going to put your Italian frame into my Italian Santanelli LE1000 patternless edger, and the stylus is now tracing the shape of the left lens, and then it's going to move over and trace the shape of the right here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. You buy the frame and you get free clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses, whatever your choice is. This time you chose non-prescription, so I'm going to pull the shape up on the computer. If these were prescription, I'd put your pupillary distance in, but it is not, so I'm just going to have it match the frame. These are polycarbonate lenses being cut for a Xyle frame, which is an old school name for plastic, and I know from experience I'm just going to bring this down 1/10 of a millimeter in advance, because the 55 eye size has a deeper bevel than the 52 that I wear, so it's just a little bit deeper, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off first time around. I still may have to trim some, but these are your lightweight, unbreakable, bulletproof lenses with both UVA and UVB protection. But in order to cut this, I need to put this little block on here. This is what's going to hold it in place in the chuck while it's cutting. So believe it or not, the same people who make the Post-it notes, 3M, they have what they call a leap pad. It's a double-sided sticky pad. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to put it onto the block. I'm going to pull, well, let me put it in here. Pull the little tape away to make it double-sided. I'm going to put your lens in the blocker, get it lined up evenly, and I'm going to stick that onto your lens. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side, and I'm not even going to use the blocker. I'm just going to stick it on by hand. Oh, look at that. You can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. So, whoops, come here you. I'm going to put the lens into the chuck and hit start. Let me make sure the trap is not full. It is not. But the first thing that's going to happen, these calipers are going to come down and trace the shape of your right lens onto the back side, the concave side of the lens, which is closest to your eyelashes. Then it's going to move over and trace the convex side of the lens, which sits away from the face. All the while measuring the thickness of the lens to know exactly where to place the bevel. The actual cutting wheel is down here on the bottom. It's that lighter color wheel on the left. That's what's going to grind away your unbreakable polycarb material. And this wheel in the center with that bevel, that little channel, that's what's going to put the bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I will have to close the door as this is cutting, but for now I just want you to see as your unbreakable lens touches down onto the cutting wheel. Woo, that's loud. So your lenses are polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. As I mentioned, they are bulletproof up to 22 caliber. They are virtually unbreakable and have both UVA and UVB protection. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin. Well, your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes that never needs to be reapplied. You just put on your cool Geek Chic glasses and the work is done. And not only that, there's an aspheric lens, meaning that it's flatter. A spherical lens can give you an ugly cosmetic fishbowl appearance. These aspheric lenses will not do that. It's going to sit flat inside the frame with nothing protruding. These are high quality ophthalmic lenses. When you buy lenses on the internet, the first thing they do is charge you for plastic, then you can pay the upgrade to the polycarb, which these are, and then you can pay a third upgrade to the aspheric lenses, where you get those for free. That's where I start at. That's why everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. In fact, most of the ophthalmologists around here, as soon as their patients get out of the chair after cataract surgery, they literally send them to me, because the lenses they were wearing, they can no longer see out of them after the surgery. And I put the same high quality lens into their frames for them. Essentially, it also acts as an optical band-aid, because your eye's going to be very sensitive after cataract surgery, and this will protect your eye as well as the UV protection. Now, before I try and mount these, I'm going to dry your lens off, and one last thing I will do is, you still have some rough edges that are here left over from the cutting cycle, so I'm going to use my hand stone, which is completely flat. I can put my finger on it while it's running. My finger just gets warm due to the friction, but it's that friction that lets me put on what's known as the safety bevel, where I go all the way around the frame, or the lens I should say, and smooth that out. Now you see this white powdery substance I'm scraping off of your lens? This is called Schwarf, and I'm going to scrape it all off, and I do this so much I've worn a V-shaped bevel into my thumbnail. My friends call it my occupational thumbnail. But once it's all the way off your lens, I collect it into one pile very neatly, and very carefully I wipe it on the floor. And this is where I say, kids, stay in school. I went to school for years to learn how to make a mess like this. So if you want to grow up and make a mess, you gotta stay in school. So to see if this fits, I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner closest to me. Using my thumbs, I press down and it snaps in perfectly. I'm going to flip this over and cut the left lens and hit start, and just like before, the caliper is going to come down and trace the back side, the concave surface, and then trace the convex, the front surface. And Aira, should you ever want other lenses for this frame, I can send them right to your home. If you ever need other prescription lenses in the future, guess what? Send them to your home, and I'm going to show you how to pop them in and out should you ever need to change them. I sell polarized lenses. I sell tinted lenses with mirror coatings, polarized lenses with mirror coatings. And you can take these out, and you can have one frame that does both. I also sell this as a combo, as you have seen, where you can get one pair of tinted sunglass lenses and one pair of clear lenses like you're getting here, the clear lenses, and then just pop them in and out. So one pair does the geek chic, one pair does the classic sunglasses. So this block is no longer needed. I'm going to pull that off. That's going to break the suction. I'm going to pull the block off, dry it off, throw it back in the bin, pull my little 3M sticker off, and I'm going to dry your lens off and inspect to make sure there are no blemishes. We'll hold it up to the light. We're good. We're good. And actually, let me just see how this pops out. If you ever want to pop these out, it's always with your thumb. It's always at the nose. You're always going to push down with your thumb at the nose. I'm right-handed, so I grab the frame with my left hand. I put my right thumb at the nose. I put my fingers right there and put the other side of my fingers where I'm pinching it. And I put this thumb on top of the other thumb, and I just push outward, and out it comes. Now, in order to put them back in, as you saw, and I'm not trying to reach over the frame to put them back in, the side I'm working on I like to have closest to me. I tuck it in at the outside corner closest to me, then using both thumbs, and you're always pushing down with your thumbs. You just push down and it snaps right in. In fact, today, for those keeping score at home, I'm wearing the Tortoise, the 902 Classic Tortoise. I'm wearing brown or tan and brown with brown pants. Every day I pop my lenses in and out of a different color. In fact, just for fun, let me pop them into the blue crystal just like before. Use my thumb, press down at the nose, out it comes. These are my prescription lenses. I'm going to pop them into my blue crystal that I've been wearing a lot of. Tuck it in the outside corner, press down with the thumbs. Every Ray-Ban case comes with a cleaning cloth, but I'm also going to throw in one of mine. And speaking of which, I also include instructions on how to care for your case and your cleaning cloth so it will last you for years. And now, I'm putting on my blue crystal. Ooh, they're nice and cool after wearing my head strap with the GoPro. Those have gotten warm, I guess. So I'm going to dry your lenses off. Back to the hand stone. back to scraping that off with my thumbnail. Collect everything again. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. This time, how about behind the back? Woo, kids, look at that technique. How many times I got to tell you, stay in school. So, finish drying the lens off, and I'm going to go ahead and tuck it in. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner closest to me, then using my thumbs, press down at the nose. It snaps in perfect. Take that block off, take that sticker off. I want to clean this off and inspect. And one more thing I'd like to mention is that well, not all, but 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So if you get these and they're too loose or too tight, or one side is higher, believe it or not, 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other. I'm no exception. When I take mine off and press down, there is a little wobble on my frame. But they sit level on me, but I'm going to make sure that yours are in standard alignment and in a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. So I put it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Flip it over. There is no wobble. I close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly. Let me turn that light off so it's not bothering you. And the same amount of tension on each hinge. And that is it. So if anyone has any questions about what I can and can't do, although there ain't nothing I can't do when it comes to glasses, but just email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com or simply click the Contact Me button on the website. And Aira in West Covina, California. Hope you enjoyed watching your glasses being made, and everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.